This pastime will definitely get me back on track with the bank manager.
Famous fans of this pastime include Damon Albarn from Blur,
This pastime will put me in the doghouse with the missus.
footballer turned actor Vinnie Jones,
This pastime's a lot of fun, but there's a lot of traps in it.
Wendy Richard and Ross Kemp of EastEnders fame are also fans,
This pastime involves going in the ovens.
and of course members of the royal family through the ages.
My name is Richard Hooper, I'm 26, and my postmodern pastime is greyhound racing.
Greyhound racing consists of the dogs running in competition around an enclosed track in pursuit of a mechanical hare.
Well, looking around tonight, I think that there is a lot of young people here.
Greyhound Racing just goes to show I'm 20 years old and I'm here tonight and I've had a fantastic night.
Seems to be more young people than old people, really.
It's estimated that 150,000 people in Britain attend greyhound racing every week, and 60% of those are under the age of 30.
Can I introduce you to Atlanta Smith? He's a retired racing greyhound. He's now 5 years old. He's a much-loved family pet, and he's also the father of one of my racing greyhounds, Silver Smith.
O.P. Smith demonstrated dog racing in 1919 at Emeryville in California, and the first track was opened there that year.
I first got into greyhound racing about 12 months ago. I visited the Bellevue track with friends. We had a great buzz and really enjoyed the night out. At the time I was after a family pet. Having seen the dogs run, I contacted the Retired Greyhound Trust in Manchester. They're a voluntary organisation who actually rehome retired racing dogs. And they had organised for me to rehome the dog I've got now, which is Atlanta Smith. Having taken Atlanta home, I was keen to find out as much about his racing history as I could. I actually contacted one of his owners at the time, Tony Broomhead, who I'm now pretty friendly with, and he went on to tell me that Atlanta actually sired a litter of pups, and that litter of pups were just about to start their racing careers. And through him I got into the ownership of Silver Smith.
Stop it.
In the Middle Ages, it was a crime for peasants to own greyhounds, punishable by death. The breed was the property of royalty and lords and ladies of the realm.
Greyhounds make great pets. I mean, when we first got Atlanta and took him home, I was very apprehensive as to what he was going to be like in the home. When you see them sort of tearing around the track at anything between 30 and 40 miles an hour, you can envisage sort of seeing him running around the house at the same sort of speed, causing all sorts of damage. But in all honesty, you couldn't have been further from the truth. They're very docile characters, very laid back, spend a lot of the day sort of lounging about and sleeping, and only require 2 20-minute walks a day, which is, I suppose, is average for your normal house pet.
Greyhound racing's brilliant. Like you say, had a good night, good bear. Just picked 7 winners.
Well, this is my first time greyhound racing, really enjoyed myself, won a bit of money for myself, everybody gets involved, it's just great fun, everybody gets together and has a laugh.
My second love is golf. It's a hobby that I've been involved with for some years. I graduated from university in 1997 as a qualified secondary school PE teacher. I landed what for me was a dream job as a training executive working for the PGA. PGA standing for Professional Golfers Association, based at the Belfry in the West Midlands.
Okay, let's try that.
My job basically entails the delivery of an educational programme to golf club professionals.
Great show.
In dog racing, the better the greyhound, the higher the price. An unraced puppy will cost between £350 to £1,500 depending on breeding.
Greyhound racing is fast, there's not a lot of waiting between the races, it just keeps moving.
Greyhound racing was introduced to England at Bellevue in Manchester in 1926. It quickly became more popular here than in the United States.
Silver Smith's running in a couple of hours' time up at Bellevue in Manchester. I'm quite looking forward to it. It's about time I got my skates on. Quite apprehensive actually. I'm looking forward to it. Just hope the dog runs well. Although I don't hold out much hope. I think he's in a difficult race, but as long as he runs well, I'm sure I'll enjoy the evening anyway. Okay, we've now arrived at Bellevue Stadium. It's time to go racing. The atmosphere when you arrive at the dog track is quite a lively one. Many people are sort of rushing around. Some people placing bets with the bookmakers, and some people eating in the restaurant. Thank you. Can I have a race card as well, please? I'm keen to always pick up a race card and find out what dogs Silversmith has actually been drawn against. Okay, nice. Do you want to tell me if the dog's got a chance?
Well,
Not really.
not real. Just keep everything crossed.
Yeah.
And everything goes all right.
Dogs begin racing at around 16 months and can go on until the age of 6, although most of them peak between the age of 2.5 and 3.5.
It's a different night out. It's not just in a pub drinking and falling over. It's a bit of excitement. Obviously, they're trying to win a few pound.
The attraction of greyhound racing to me isn't just actually watching your dog run. It's the night out. It's the social atmosphere that's there at the track. It's a chance to have something to eat and have a few drinks. So it's not actually watching your dog run. There's far more to it than that.
Greyhounds wear muzzles when they race. This is to prevent any injury should an overexcited dog decide to attack one of its rivals during the course of a race, but that's rare.
Okay, let's just introduce now to Tony, who's also an owner in Silversmith.
I used to own his father after he broke his leg. Unfortunately, he killed a cat across the road, so I had to find a home for him. And luckily, Richard come along. This is the produce of the dog that killed the cat.
There are between 40 and 50 officially recognised greyhound racing tracks in Britain. These range from small tracks like Swaffham and Suffolk to the larger London tracks like Walthamstow and Wimbledon.
Saturdays you get a lot of two young people here, don't you?
Children.
A lot of children.
It's like a creche.
The older people treat us fine. They only really come across them when I put my bets on, but never give me any tips, mind.
My experiences of the older generation of greyhound enthusiasts is good. I find them to be great characters, great people to speak to. They've no animosity towards young people going to greyhound races, and they're really keen to sort of sit and get involved and talk to you.
The biggest purse in dog racing in Britain is the Greyhound Derby held at Wimbledon every June with a top prize of £50,000.
Okay, we've now got about 8 minutes or so to go on Silversmith runs. We're just waiting actually to see the price he starts at and have a bet. Five minutes before the race, dogs are paraded in front of the stands and introduced to the crowd. He was just looking lively, his tail was wagging, he looked as if he was really enjoying it.
Raring to go.
Raring to go. At any greyhound meeting, you're likely to see some strange gentlemen making some very strange hand signals. They're employed as tic-tac men, and their job involves informing bookmakers of the prices in which other bookmakers are offering on dogs.
20 to 1 he is.
I tend to back dogs pretty late and get the best price if I can.
£20
without track 4, please, Silver Smith.
The most I've won at any greyhound meeting is probably anything between £150 and £200. However, it'll be the amount I've actually lost at any one meeting as well.
6 dogs in every greyhound race, and at each meeting there are normally 12 to 14 races.
Okay, the race is about to start. It's probably about 20 seconds to go and I'm feeling pretty nervous. Here we go. As soon as the race starts, it's often the case that I release all the energy that I've built up before the race. I can soon gauge whether or not the dog is actually going to run well. When I realise the dog isn't going to win the race, I obviously feel pretty gutted.
The greyhound El Tenor recently won his 100th Open race, making him the most prolific British Open race winner of all time.
No matter whether the dog wins or loses, I try to go and greet the dog as it comes off the track. I'm keen that it's okay, it's safe, it hasn't done itself any harm.
Well then, mate, see you Sunday afternoon, Nige.
Apparently the greyhound is the only breed of dog to be mentioned in the Bible.
There you go, evening's over. Ran pretty well, finished 4th. I'm pretty pleased, the time he did was pretty good, pretty respectable. We had a good night, a few beers, something to eat, and as you see the atmosphere is pretty good and it's really an enjoyable night for everybody.
In the 60s and 70s there was a slump in greyhound racing in Britain, but the sport has undergone a resurgence recently and has even become fashionable. Bars, private boxes and the like all make for a great night out.
I would encourage anybody to get involved in greyhound racing. However, people should seek advice from professional trainers who can put them in contact with breeders and help them out and actually buy the dog initially. I'm keen to further my involvement with greyhound racing and who knows, maybe get a few more dogs in the future. It really would be great to win a really big prize and a really big trophy, so I'm sure I'll be doing it for a few years, probably chasing a dream.